Hey everyone, I hope you are all well. Welcome back to another Ryanair cabin crew video. Now, you guys know that I've been making loads of videos about being a cabin crew, my cabin crew experience personally. And I have a friend who I thought would be perfect to join in on the conversation. She has been a cabin crew for so long, 10 years actually, and I just felt like the timing was right. Just the stars aligned, you know? So I've invited her on to my channel today to talk about her experience and to give you guys a few tips. So please do give her a warm welcome and let's get straight into the interview conversation. Thank you so much for joining me for this interview today, Ellie. I'm really excited to have this conversation because I know that you've been working as a flight attendant for a decade now, which is absolutely amazing. Could you please introduce yourself, your name, your nationality, and the country that you currently live in?
Hello. First of all, good morning. Thank you for inviting me for this interview. It's my pleasure. So my name is Elisabete. I'm Portuguese and I'm currently living in Paphos, based in Paphos in Cyprus. Mm-hmm. And as you said before, I'm 10 years already in Ryanair.
Amazing. And how long have you been in Paphos for?
So at the moment, I'm 6 years and a half here. Before I started my career in Alicante in Spain, I was there around 8 months. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to Baden-Baden in Germany. I opened the base there. And I was there for 2 years and a half. And then I asked transfer to come here.
Amazing. And was it easy to get the transfer? Because I know that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. Was it easy? Did it take a lot of time?
The first transfer, it was because we were reducing the aircraft in Alicante. We have like 12 at the moment, and then they reduced it for like 2. So they need to move people away. And so our preference was to go to the new base that they were opening. So like this, it's easier because on that ones they really need people. And at the time, Baden-Baden was opening, and my friends, they wanted to go there. So I applied for there, and I got straight away. From Baden-Baden to here was kind of a matter of luck.
Yeah, luck.
In reality, I really don't know how I had my transfer because, you know, when I was there, we were a really short crew. We didn't have many people that wanted to go to Baden-Baden. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's a matter of luck. So if you really want something, try it and you will see if you manage or not. When I got my transfer, I was like, what?
Amazing.
But of course, I said, if I have the opportunity, I will take it. Because if I wouldn't take it at that time, maybe I could still be there right now.
Yeah. Had you been to Paphos before you moved there?
No, never. To be honest, I didn't know where was even Cyprus before I came here, you know.
Really?
It was, I asked transfer here because I had some friends from my training course. So, and they were saying, oh, it's a very nice place. It's good weather all the time, has beach. Because as well, where I was in Baden-Baden, we didn't have a beach. So if you wanted to go to the beach, I need to go to the lakes. Mm-hmm. And I was missing the beach, you know. I was raised like 10 minutes away from the beach. And I was missing as well the sun. Yes, and as well, I was looking for a new experience. Mm-hmm. So because I had these friends here and they were telling me that was good and they need people, I applied for the transfer and I got it. Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, I know that a lot of people do have to wait quite a long time, but because you were quite early in the company, well, not early, but like you've been here for a long time, and since then a lot of changes have happened. I can imagine that, you know,
the the transfers, it depends a lot of things. If you ask transfers for these bases that they are always rotating, it's easier for you to get it.
That's it. Yeah.
If you ask transfers for bases that the people, that the crew that is there doesn't want to go anywhere, it's very difficult. That's the thing.
Like Lanzarote.
Or they have their crafts in that base and they're gonna give opportunity for you to go. Or he's very difficult, you know. That's what I'm saying. The transfers, everything depends on where you want to go. It's the same. For example, I'm Portuguese, as I said before, and I never applied to go to Portugal because it's like a miracle, you know. Of course, it happened. I had some friends that they managed to go there. But most of the times, these things, they happen as well because they have a very available reason to get the transfer there. Or, for example, I have friends that they went there, but they went temporary only for 6 months or things like that. Because, you know, the people that is there, they don't want to move. So it's quite difficult.
Yeah, because this is actually one of my later questions, but like, would you say that, well, people often say that it's the base that you get that determines your experience with the company. Would you agree with that? You kind of already answered it, but
that as well, you know, because, you know, okay, it depends as well about you, what you like. It depends, for example, if you like to work with many people and be rotating a crew all the time, or you are a person that likes to work all the time with the same person as well. It depends about you. It depends if you, for example, I know some crew that they came here and they said, no, it's too hot, I cannot handle this weather, I don't like it. You see, and for me, I like it. The same, there are some people that they prefer more cold weather. There are some people that they prefer people that they are more like, that they, for example, you know, as well as you had that experience as well, passages are different from country to country. And there are nationalities that are more easy to handle and other ones more difficult. And everything it's gonna, that's why every base is different. There are some bases like, for example, here that we have only 3 aircrafts that we don't fly so much as, for example, if you were in Stansted or Dublin, that you fly a lot. That a home standby for you, it's going to be a working day. For us, a home standby here is an off day, you know. Okay, sometimes it can happen, but it's very rare.
Yeah, you can just predict that sometimes that this day we're gonna be actually at home. It's like a day off of a home standby, but you do have to be
like a day off.
Yeah, but you do kind of still need to kind of be mentally prepared and even physically prepared to fly. So yeah,
but, you know, and then as well, it depends. For example, I know that some people, they don't mind to live in a small village. Like, for example, most of my bases that I was, it was always like more relaxed, you know, more family environment, you know. It's more something small. It's a small airport where you know everyone. There are another people that they prefer more bigger airports, bigger cities, you know. So everyone is different, you know, and everyone is gonna go, and there is no perfect base. There is not.
No, there's no perfect base. Yeah. So you said, I think you mentioned before that you do quite a lot of the same routes. Like you have like.
Yes. Before it was quite of like that. I remember when I came here, I used to, in winter, I used to do only 2 flights. On earlies, just London Stansted, in the afternoon, Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
But with just like last year, last year was an exception, you know?
Yeah.
But like 2 years ago, we start to raise our destination. So this year, he started to be a bit different, you know, so the destinations, we have more destinations that we had from before. Yes.
Yeah.
But see, it's another thing, you know, for example, when I came here, I was doing 2 destinations during the winter only. And some people, they will not enjoy that. For me, it was fine, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that you really enjoy life. Just on your Instagram, like you're always posting amazingly beautiful pictures. And you just get up to, Oh, it's saying the internet connection is unstable. Please don't cut off. Okay, it's back. Yeah, so I see that you really enjoy life in Paphos, and the fact that you've stayed in this job for so long means that actually it's really working for you and you love it. So I don't know, like when, now I'm thinking of the questions. I don't know, what would you say is the best aspect of life? What would you say is the best aspect of life there?
Of Cyprus.
Yeah.
The weather is good. The life is you know is it's calm, you know, it's slowly. People, they live like life slowly, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, the weather makes all the difference, you know. And as well, life costs are good. He's not that he's very expensive to live here, so you can enjoy your life and not spending that much money. And but again, everything depends on you, because for example, maybe you are in an amazing country, but you don't have this feeling of exploring and going to new places. So you know, everything, it depends of what you have, what is your goals for your life, you know. Because for example, now during this lockdowns and things like that, past year, that people were not allowed to go outside and travel outside. Most of the people, they were like, oh, complaining, oh, I miss to travel and things like that. But instead of focusing that, they could focus and say, okay, I have opportunity now to know my own country, because, you know, most of us, we don't know our own countries, you know. So they could focus their energy and explore what they have inside, instead of complaining, I cannot go outside. And that's what I was doing, you know. That's what I try to do. I try to how you say it, I try to enjoy what the life offers to me, you know. Exactly. Instead of complaining and trying to read something that's impossible.
And I think you can find that in any country. You can find that anywhere. As long as you have that open mind, you can explore what is around you. It's a good mindset to have. Okay, so where did you do, like, no, actually, let me ask, why did you choose to become a flight attendant? What was your motivation?
So the thing was that to be flight attendant was never my dream, you know. I took a degree in food engineering for 3 years in Portugal. And then I was looking for a job in my area, but I never found it. So I had like a period of 1 year, more or less, 1.5 years, that I was just going around. In the meantime, I was working in clothes shops, and I was doing these promotions, you know, promoting products during weekends and things like that. But it was nothing like really stable. Until I found I had a friend that I met like in one of these paid works, and she told me, I went for the interview for Ryanair, and as well, you know, on the website of the how you call it, job vacancies, Ryanair was always appearing there, the crew link advertisement, and I saw it many times. And when she said that she went to the interview, I was like, okay, I'm going to try, you know, why not? But, you know, 10 years ago, I didn't know anyone that was working for Ryanair, you know. We didn't have Instagram, like Facebook was really almost, you know, it was very difficult to find information about who was he's working there and what are the conditions. So it was like applying for a new world that I didn't have any idea, you know. So I just went to the interview. I managed to pass, and I went, you know. But yes, it was a thing that I wasn't scared to go for something without really know where I was going, you know.
That's good. I think you have to have that kind of adventurous personality, spirit, and, you know, kind of take a chance on it. And then, like you say, you have to have that mindset of, actually, I'm going to make the most out of what I have around me, because there is so much opportunity around me. And yeah, I think, okay, so where did you do your training course?
I was in Han, in the
In Han.
middle of nowhere.
That's what I
And
did.
you know, yes, it was like for us was around 5 weeks. And at the time, you know, because 10 years ago, we didn't have Wi-Fi where we were. We had only Wi-Fi in the training center. But you know, it was different times because at that time nobody would care, you know, to be connected to Wi-Fi or to really post stories or things because nobody was using social media, you know. So at the time, it was like we were making this spiritual, how we call it, when you go in somewhere else and you are out of everything.
Yeah, like a retreat, you know.
Retreat, exactly, like a spiritual retreat, some kind of something like that. But for us, it was good because you know we were there for that, and we were focused only on that. And if we were not okay, if you were not studying, we were like socializing between us, you know, speaking, because we didn't have this thing that you know nowadays everyone when they are united are just in the phone, you know, checking what's happening.
Yeah.
And for one side, it was good that that happened, you know. It was a very good experience then. Apart, okay, from many things, you know, we didn't have like the best conditions for accommodation and, you know, to go to supermarket as well. It was like far away. But, you know, these difficulties, they make us more strong.
Yeah.
And if we manage to survive there, we manage to survive something else, you know.
So they didn't give you like exactly,
That's
that's so true. They didn't give you like a transfer bus, like actually no, most of the time when I went to the supermarket, I just walked. But where did you have what was the accommodation like that you stayed in?
because when we were in the Pink Hotel. I think now they call it something else.
Yeah.
It was the one to the training center,
Yeah.
and we were just walking to the supermarket.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
just like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. And you go over the
something
ground.
like that.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yes.
So I think I did that most of the time. And then once maybe we had a transfer bus, but they would always make us pay like €1.
But you were there as well, no?
Yeah, in that Pink Hotel. I think that's the same one. Had like
the one near to the training center.
yeah. Is it next to the training center? Or is it next to
Yes.
is it next to like this place, that nightclub? What is that nightclub called? Jake's or
The Lucky Loop? No,
Lucky
the
Luke?
Lucky Loop.
It's not close to that one.
No, I was walking to the training center. I didn't need the transfer bus.
Oh, that's good. Okay, then that means you were very
Yeah.
far from the supermarket. That means you were
I
very
was near. I was totally near. Yes.
yeah. Okay, so you're close to the training center, but far away from the supermarket. Did you ever go to that little town, Soren, the German little town, nearby town?
No, I remember we went just once to go to Frankfurt.
Okay, yeah, Frankfurt, Main from the station. Yeah,
Yes.
like
Because
2 hours.
everyone was like, oh, let's go to Frankfurt.
I didn't actually go to Frankfurt, but most people who went, they just went literally to shop and to like top up on stuff. Like some people bought cabin crew shoes.
Yes.
Is that what most people?
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're actually quite.
We were like looking for shoes and things like that.
And so that's what I think I've mentioned to people before, that when you go, just try and make sure you have those basic things, just so that you don't have to like last minute get it. But if you have to get it, then you have to.
I remember I went there without a proper watch to work, and my mom needed to buy a watch in Portugal and send to. I don't know if she sent to Germany. Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, it's so different because that's the thing. Nowadays, it's different. You have social medias, you have things, and you know that okay, if you need something, go to Google Maps and you find everything, and everything is different. You know, 10 years ago, nothing was like now. You know, because now with the social media, everything it's easier. The internet, everyone has mobile data on the phone. At that time, nobody had mobile data on the phone. You know, nobody knew what was that. So yes, It's the same, for example, when I had my base transfer to Germany, none of us knew that the apartments did not have furniture. And the thing was that we were opening
Base.
how you call it, the base.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we didn't have anyone there before to tell us how it was. So there is nothing. And we're looking at advertisements for apartments in the newspaper, like nowadays nobody looks for advertisement in newspapers, now we have marketplace, we go there and we see everything.
This is it.
You see, that's what I'm saying, I live in another reality.
Mm-hmm.
I passed already for a few difficult, but that's the thing. He makes you stronger. If you manage to survive to that, he will manage everything.
Yeah, I think it's just that consciousness of knowing that what you're going through, if you go through those difficulties, it won't be forever. I think that's something that I've come to learn a bit later, that actually just because something is like this now doesn't mean it will be like this forever. Or if you're strong enough to get through this, you will be stronger after. You'll know that, okay, when something else comes, I can handle this. I can deal with this. And so that's quite a good mentality to have. And especially when people ask me, like, do you just a random like question, like an open question, like, do you have any advice for me? I'm just like, everybody has a different experience. Like, you just have to go into it with a positive mindset. And on that topic, do you have any advice for people who would like to, anything that pops up in your mind, any advice for people who would like to become a cabin crew?
Just to be open-minded for everything that will come, because sometimes if you have that mindset that, I'm gonna apply, but I just want to be in my country, or I just want to be somewhere else and I'm gonna have a direct flight to my country, or no, I just want to go somewhere else that is gonna have good weather. You're gonna be how I'm gonna say, maybe you can be frustrated. So for me, my advice is, if you apply, you need to be open-minded for everything can happen. You can go to, maybe you are lucky and you stay in your own country, but you can go to the end of road like I am. But you know what? It's okay. I choose. Indeed, I choose to come here anyway. Yeah. But I know that, for example, if I need to go back to my country, I cannot go in 3 days off. I need to go in 1 week. So I adapt myself to the new situations, Instead of going 3 days off, so I go 1 week and maybe I go less times. But yes, I know that will happen. But that's what I'm saying. For this job, you really need to be open to everything, because you know that you're going to work with different nationalities. So everyone has a different, there is different cultures, there is different ways of thinking. Then you work with different ages as well, with different experience. So the thing is that you need to be open-minded. And that's it pretty much, And the important thing, you need to as well, that's what I say to everyone. If you want to be cabin crew, you need to like to communicate to people. Because if you are a person that you don't like the interaction with people, you're not going to like this job.
Trust me, it's such a people focused job. Sure. It's all about people. It's people from the training. It's people like in the crew meetings. It's people on the job, like literally dealing with people, your colleagues. And then it's the people that can make you have a good day or a bad day, like the crew, you know? So it's all about people. Yeah, it's all about people. That's a very good point.
Yes. If you're someone that you don't like to interact with the people, No, if you are someone that you don't like to interact with people, it's not be for you.
No. It's very face to face. And like in the training where they tell you about all, emergency situations and like how to deal with customers. And it's it's literally just taking care of people. Like if you think about it like that, it's like making sure everyone's okay, serving people, making sure people are safe, you know, safety and security. It's people. And can you tell us what are the best and the worst aspects of the job?
The thing that, for example, you have the opportunity to live in another country, that's a good thing. I mean, but again, it depends on your expectations. Do you want to live in another country? Because, for example, if you don't want, then it will be a no thing for you. But in my case, it is a good thing. I have the possibility to have to experience to live in different countries, have the possibility to learn new language, because for example now I'm studying Greek. You have the possibility to work with different people with different nationalities, so for your life experience it's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, really.
And of course as well, like for you to travel, I mean, you're gonna have a better price in stuff travel sometimes, but because no, okay, some people they believe that we have overnights, but we don't. But for to travel, yes, it gives you more better price, you know, if you want to go somewhere else. And as well, of course, it depends where are you based, because, for example, if you are based in Stansted or Dublin, that they have so many different destinations, even on your 3 days off, you manage to go somewhere else. But yeah, it's going to depend on your mindset as well, if you want to do that or not.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so how do you like to spend your spare time?
So at the moment, because of all these coronavirus situations that happened last year, I start my new online business, and I'm doing macrame since last year. But apart from that, yeah, I go to the beach. I like to, I don't know, I like to explore places as well, to go around with my dogs, because I have 2 small dogs, and I like to go around with them. And I do many things. I like to do, I don't know, DIYs all the time. I try to keep myself busy. And I'm always inventing something, you know?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
You're incredibly creative, incredibly. People like everyone who's watching this, please go and follow Ellie on Instagram. Please follow her Instagram, follow her personal page and follow her business page, because it's so inspirational. It's very light and very fun. So please just head over and do that. Yeah, it's amazing to hear about all these amazing things that you're doing. Your work is really like work of art.
No, you know, I try to as well to, for example, now I start to go to for cleanups the beach, you know. I like 2.5 years ago, I went back to one orchestra here, so I'm playing clarinet with them. I try to as well to settle here and to make friends in the community, because that's another thing that is very important as well. Like, because you go outside of your comfort zone, you leave your friends that are in your country, so you need to make as well new friends from where you are. And I'm a person that I like to socialize with people, so I love to meet new people. And for example, Instagram led me to meet new people, like I did with you. Instagram. And it's a very good tool to connect with new people, if you want, of course, because I know that many friends, they find it weird when I say, where did you meet that person? I say, I meet on Instagram, and they're like, really?
Trust me.
But why not? Sometimes you make friends, you know, for the...
Yeah, we met on Instagram with people who want to know. Actually, we met when I was trying to find people who were flight attendants already, Ryanair flight attendants. So I was messaging people, and I think you're the only person who I've kind of stayed in touch with after all this time. And you gave me a lot of information, just told me, like, you know, don't worry about it. You have to wear, you know, specific clothes for the interview, because some people don't know exactly what to wear. But I think that actually you do have to kind of take it a bit seriously. So I do tell people, you know, dress smart. But no, it's amazing how you can meet people on Instagram. And actually we have met like face to face as well when you were coming through London. We met then. So that was also nice. So I do look forward to meeting up again. So yeah, please head over to follow Ellie on Instagram for a bit of more of an insight into her life and all the creative things that she gets up to. Can you just kind of like let people know exactly your handle, your Instagram handle?
Is not hashtag. Is Morelli 2 underscore. Underscore, you say it?
Yeah, underscore.
Yes, Morelli underscore. Anyway, if you put Morelli, for sure you're gonna find me.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think it'll just pop up in the search bar. Yeah.
I as I said to you before, I try to keep myself all the time busy, you know, or I bake, or I like to bake for when I'm flying and take things for my crew as well, because I think it's nice, you know, like when you do things for your crew as well, because it's important as well to have a good a good environment with your crew, and because for me, I like to feel like, okay, when I'm flying with these people, I know that I'm gonna have a good day, and that's what I think. Where I want that they will vote when they see my name, and they know that they're gonna fly with me, you know, that they're gonna have a good day.
That is such a good mentality to have. I think that's gonna inspire a lot of people to take, you know, to take it to their crew or do something nice and prepare beforehand. It's such a nice thing to do. And you made such a good point about you try to make your base like your home, like you try to really embrace it as home. Can you expand a little bit more on that? And maybe why it's important to kind of hang around in the country as opposed to like traveling out all the time, and in fact how people can do it, different ways people can kind of make that base their home.
Like that's like I said to you before, try to as well to make activities with the local ones, you know. Try to get inside the things that they have, you know. And that's a very good thing, because, you know, here, for example, where I am in Cyprus, it's a very small country. So at the end, you start to find out, oh, this one knows this one, and this one knows the other one. And at the end, you know everyone, you know. So it's nice to participate in things that the community makes, you know, in activities, because you're gonna start to meet people, you know. Because as well, I'm not saying that it's bad to be just with Ryanair people. Before I was with the only Ryanair crew, because I mean, like I said before, so it's difficult as well to make new friends and get adapted to a new country that you were not from. But yeah, you need to be open-minded, you know, like with the time, with the experience and everything, you start to be more open-minded for different things, you know, and you want more different stuff, you know. So yeah, I look forward to have more friends outside of the work area as well, because I want to meet more new people, and as well because I want to stay here, I want to settle here. It's important for me to have local friends, you know, because one thing that happened in Ryanair is that sometimes you get attached to the friends, but then they leave. It happened to me. One of my best friend now is in Portugal, you know. Of course, I keep connecting with her. I met her in Ryanair, and I have many like very good friends that I got it from Ryanair, but they leave. You know, you get attached to them, and one day they're gonna leave. So it's important, if you want to be in the country, to have as well friends, community here, because you know that, okay, that ones probably they will not go anywhere.
Yeah.
But that is one hard thing as well that happened in Ryanair, is that your friends sometimes they go and you are like, oh, and now what I'm supposed to do, you know? Because people they go, you know, they come, they go, they keep living their life, you know. So that is, for example, a hard thing to deal sometimes. But that's what I'm, once again, you need to be positive and not think that, okay, it's going to be the end, because it will come new people. But as my friends, they say, I'm a person that I try to connect with everyone. So I'm a person that is always trying to meet with everyone. When I go to Portugal, I try to meet with all my friends. So I always try to keep in touch with all of them, you know, but not everyone is like that, you know. So everything depends on you, you know, if you want to keep in touch with the people, or you just disconnect, you know, and say, bye, next.
Bye. No, but you were actually, I think that's a very good point. A very, very good point. Sometimes people feel, okay, maybe even local, sometimes people feel that actually when you've made your mind up to stay somewhere, that they're more open to like being actually real friends with you, that actually you're going to be here to stay, that, okay, we can build on this. And actually you're in a relationship now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's helped.
I am.
Yeah, with the Greek guy.
Yeah, that as well, it helps as well, because, you know, he's from here. So, of course, he has his own friends and has his own family and everything. All of that as well, it helps a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
When you have, that's what I'm saying, when you have local friends,
yes,
or a boyfriend or a girlfriend,
yeah, exactly.
It will be different. Yes.
Yeah. Has that helped? Has being with him, has that helped you even like learn the language as well?
We speak English, but I listened him so many times speaking Greek, you know, that it's a bit how you call it. Even if I don't want to, you know, I will listen and I will. But anyway, I'm learning, because it's important as well to know the language. Even, for example, okay, here they are very good, and most of them, they speak in English, because it was like an old colony from England. So they most of the people that they speak. But, you know, it's nice, you know, when they come on board and everything, even if you say hello, thank you.
It's so nice. Yeah.
It's, you know, people, they're gonna think like, you know, oh, nice, she knows, you know, some words. And even that's another thing, you know, when you go around and you make the flights and you go to different departures, it's always nice when you know, like 2-3 words, and they will appreciate, because they're gonna be like, okay, she was learning, you know.
Yeah,
she took the time to, and she speaks some it's nice, you know. They will feel happy that that you are doing that.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Greek is such a beautiful language, actually. I did make Greek friends on the training course, and I just listening to the language, I was like, wow.
Did you have any Greek flight attendants there? Did you have Greek in
yes. In the training course, like there were quite a few, and also a few that, a lot of them, well, no, maybe 5 or 6 that came with me to the base, and then they're really good people, I would say, and so I really love the language. I love the sound of it. I don't know it. I probably know one word, which is efkaristo. I think that means is thank you.
Thank you.
So it's a nice language. I really do. I think it's a good I think it's a nice language. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And people do generally just love it when you're making an effort with their language to speak to them.
Mm-hmm. They do. They will appreciate
it. Yeah. Exactly.
Some of them, they will believe that you speak the language, and
they'll carry on. And you're like,
sorry,
sorry.
I just speak English. But another ones, they can't understand. Another ones, they they can't understand that why don't you speak the language, you know? And they don't understand. Sometimes I wanted to say to them, okay, and how many languages do you speak? It's just your mother language, probably some of them.
You're already
But
bilingual.
it's very hard sometimes, because if you think about how many routes, how many countries we go, I needed to know how to speak like 10 languages, you know, or even more. It's impossible. I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah. Unless you dedicate your life to, you know, learning 5-10
learning language.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we've come to the end of this interview. It's been so nice having this chat with you and, you know, finding out a bit more about your Ryanair or your cabin crew experience in general. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to you. That's it.
My pleasure. Yeah. If you need anything, you know where you can find me.
Definitely. All right then. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for sticking with us on this interview. You've gotten to the end. Please do make sure you give it a thumbs up to show your support. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, as well as turn on your notifications so you know exactly when I've uploaded a video. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your feedback. Perhaps maybe if you're feeling more confident, or if you found her story quite interesting, fascinating, and exactly what you got from it. Just any comments that you have in mind. I'd love to hear from you. All right, that's it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.